Hey YouTube, today we're going to talk about weather strips. Okay, let me tell you what's going on here. I ordered this weather stripping from eBay the first time around. By the way, all the seals where I sealed off, if you watch my other videos, is successfully done. It works flawlessly. Now onto the weather stripping. About a week ago, I painted the door jamb beautifully, nice. And what happens is, when the adhesive hits this paint, I don't care how much paint or how long it takes to dry, for me, it just blended in with the adhesive, and I think it made it even worse to try to adhere to this. But what I'm going to do is just clean it, leave it bare metal, and I'm going to go with that route. I'm not going to paint because the paint mixes in with that, and then I'll just tidy this up on the edges so it'll look nice when I close, when the door's open and the panel's on. But I'm going to also explain the two types of weather seals that I got. That one, they're the same year car that I ordered for, but totally different molds. They're similar, but one is better than the other, and I'll explain to you later. But anyway, I just want to point out that I'm doing this now. I'm going to install the new weather strip. And I just wanted to point out that if you paint it here with just like maybe Rust-Oleum or something, I don't think that's going to work. It has to probably be automotive paint to withstand that adhesive, because the adhesive just melts the paint and it blends in, like I said, and I think it causes a problem to adhere to the molding. But I'll explain to you how I did this later. What the preparation you got to do, and what if it works, I'll tell you exactly what to do and how it worked for me. All right, where to start? Well, actually, while I'm here, I'll tell you what's going on. All right, we got the paint issue out of the way. Like I said, I would leave it bare metal and go like that, and then tidy up the edges. You start at the lock, where the door jamb. You start here, the back end of the door. Screw it in, do a dry fit. Make sure everything fits perfectly. Come around here, put it here, nice. Make sure it's all, tidy, and then do, I would say every quarter section. So what I did was I put a little mark here. That's how far I'm gonna go. I'm gonna wait till it adheres, and I'm gonna go around the rest. Now I'm gonna show you the differences, what happened with me. I got a sore throat today. Okay. This is the second weather stripping I got, which is, I already did a dry fit on that. And actually what I did was, I glued everything on, closed the doors, I did a hose test, everything worked fine. What I didn't do was, when these things come out of a mold, I think they have a release wax, so they can come out of the mold easy. And I did nothing to prep this, nothing at all. So what happened was, it worked on the door part, but it just started coming off at parts of the door, and I just took it off easily, and there was no glue whatsoever. So what I did was I took a little sandpaper. Now that's what I'm doing now. I took a little sandpaper, and I scuffed up the surface, this V, I would say. I scuffed it up nice. I made it dull. I think it's going to adhere. As soon as I wait till it gets tacky, as soon as I attach it to the door, I think this thing is going to stick, and it's never going to come off, and that's going to be perfect. What I want to point out is the first weather strip I got on eBay, I don't remember the company, but it was for a 76. They stated that it was beautiful. They make it exactly like the reproduction is exactly like the year that they made it on the assembly line. And this is what I want to show you. This is the first one. I'm telling you right now, I think it sucks. And I'll just tell you where I got my second one, and it works for me. Look how thick this is. You see how thick this is right here? All this rubber here, all this extra rubber they put. They think they did a good job. They didn't. When I had this installed the first time, I couldn't even close the door. This was like actually putting a wedge in the door. That's how thick and hard this rubber is. It's just like no consideration. That they just like, somebody says, you know what, let's buy a mold, let's make these weather strips and pawn them off to whoever, whatever sucker buys it. Because, you know, the more I look at this, the more I get pissed off. But anyway, this is the first one I bought. Now, I don't know if it was Wilcox. I don't want to say it's Wilcox. I'll try to go back on eBay to see where I bought this piece of shit. And then I'll post it not to buy it. But I'll tell you where I bought my second one. And for me, I got lucky, I guess. But I'm going to show you the differences. So here's the first piece of garbage right here. This is garbage. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. And this is the second one. This is the second one. Now, look at the difference. You see how thick this piece of garbage is opposed to this one? See that? See how soft? This is soft. This actually, when you close the door, it actually molds to the door, the inside of the door. Look at this. You close it, it closed beautifully, it's sealed beautifully. Everything is soft. This is the way I would have, if I had this the first time, I wouldn't have this problem. This one is hard rubber. This is actually like, look how hard this is. This is so much rubber here, because look at the thickness, the difference, and the length. The length also is different. Look at this. And these C3 doors are all the same. 70, I would say from like 70, whatever, 70, nah, I wouldn't say 73. 75, 76, 77, 78. I'm pretty sure they're the same. So why the difference in length? When I ordered a 76, and that's what they gave me. Look at this. The difference in length, I couldn't line up the screws, the thickness, the heavy gauge of rubber, opposed to this beautiful, soft, spongy type. And I already installed this and did the hose test, and it worked beautifully. When I had this installed, water was coming in like as if I never even had it. So, that's the difference. Oh, by the way, I bought the one that's working for me. I bought it on Zip Corvette for a 76. It was actually double the price it is. So this was like $39. This was like for the